She celebrates her 52nd birthday on Sunday, and her first British tour in 28 years kicks off at Wembley Arena this week. She's one of the biggest stars in the world today, of course, and we'll be following her closely leading up to the concerts at Wembley later this week. There she is, showbiz legend Barbra Streisand, and you've got to get it right. It's Streisand. Let's see if you can make it wiggle. Come on, no, that's very good.
With my hands.
There's a Barbra Streisand T-shirt. How much would you pay for this? How much would you give me for this Barbra Streisand T-shirt? £18.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. And there's more. If you're really, if you've still got money left after paying, what, £260 for your ticket, there's this jacket, which has got tiny... Nice Barbra Streisand, 1994, the concert. Now, how much is this?
All suede and whatever there, leather, isn't it?
£300?
£300 for the jacket, hey, with the logo on the back. £10 for a mug.
£10 for a mug.
We've got Barbra at the concert. Not a lot to that. It's quite,
This...
what is that?
Handy doofer.
Oh, yes. Now, actually, what about... oh, that's 40 quid for that. That's a paperweight. That's a paperweight, that one. What about your...
Yes, good morning from London's Dorchester Hotel. Now, what's the words of that Barbra Streisand song? Somewhere there's a place for us. Well, this clearly is the place for Barbra. Tickets are going at £260 face value.
If you can't make tonight's Barbra Streisand concert at Wembley, well, we've got the next best thing. She's our pop video, along with your stars for the day after the break.
Cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my house together. Nobody, nobody is gonna rain on my
Streisand will step on stage in London tonight, her first British performance for decades. She stopped live shows 25 years ago after death threats and is reported to have spent £250,000 on security for today's concert. Sally Eden reports.
Despite being an international superstar, a multi-millionairess, and even once being described as a living legend, Barbra claims people still get her name wrong. The star was making her only appearance in public before tonight's shows. But while she may be lying low, her publicity machine is working full-time. Fans have paid up to £260 for a ticket for the event of the decade as it's been billed. Sales of her albums are up tenfold.
There's a constant sale throughout the year, but then events such as this, suddenly there's a massive uplift in demand, as we've seen this week, where sales have really rocketed.
If you're going to listen to someone that's top quality, then you don't mind paying it, do you?
I think it's brilliant. Really good news. It's taken a long time. I've been watching the press, but I just can't afford the ticket.
After these 4 shows, it's estimated that Strei-SAND will be at least £3 million better off.
So remember, Streisand. It's 8:08.
Tickets tonight cost up to £260. Phil Edwards went along to find out who'd pay that sort of money.
Barbra Streisand, well, she has a marvellous nose. She's a woman, she's Jewish, and she's very rich. What more could you want?
How much did you pay for her ticket?
105, because it was the only one left, but I'd certainly have gone for a lot more.
I got my ticket at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would have queued all night. I came with sleeping bags at the lot.
They've had to wait since 1966 for Barbra Streisand to play again in Britain. And when her fans are forced to wait that long, they willingly pay through the nose for the experience. For ordinary members of the public and the stars alike, it's worth it.
I've never seen her in a public show, but I think she's great. Yeah. I think she's proved it. Look what happened here.
And when the moment finally came, they weren't disappointed.
I've been through show tunes, I've been through funk, and it stunk down here. Hit songs with no tunes, heavy duets with a hunk. Is he here? I've kept my clothes and kept my space. I've kept my nose to spite my face. Still, once you say you won't keep your place.
Tonight's show and 3 more Wembley sellouts like it will earn Streisand more than £3 million. Not bad for a funny girl from Brooklyn 30 years after she first hit the big time.
Everyone agreed a star was reborn.
To spite my face.
It was heaven, absolute heaven.
Keep your place loud and clear.
The seats were cheap at £260. That's all I can say. They could have been £1,000.
And for the fans who didn't make it, a souvenir programme to make do. Now, don't you feel a little bit cruel? Your parents were out here waiting and didn't get in. How do you feel about that?
I don't mind.
Everybody says don't, everybody says don't. Everybody says don't, it isn't right. Don't, it isn't right.
When Streisand's back on stage, there are parties all over town.
People are saying to me, what do you think of the price of the tickets? And I said, oh God, I've taken a mortgage out. In actual fact, she's worth every penny. She is perfection.
You just have to go once in your life and say, I saw Barbara Streisand sing The Way We Were or whatever, you know.
For me, you see, I would go anywhere just to see her stand up. I mean, I thought it was brilliant that when she came on, she had this wonderful ovation before she even sang a note.
Star Barbara Streisand was given the royal seal of approval at her second sellout concert in London last night. After watching the performance, Prince Charles went backstage to thank Miss Streisand for supporting his charity, the Prince's Trust.